What is up, everybody? I'm Jared, and I'll be going over my core four of MLB picks for PrizePicks today. If you're new here, make sure to hit like and subscribe. That way we know that you're following along with the picks. Also helps you to get notified when these shows are posted. We do them just about every single day. And if you're not currently playing on PrizePicks, if you sign up there, using promo code WINDAILY, get you a 100% deposit match up to $100. We'll also go ahead and throw in a free 60-day trial period of WinDaily Gold, get you access to all of our daily articles, get you access to our Discord. So go ahead and sign up there today using promo code WINDAILY. It is Saturday. There are a ton of games. Every single team is in action tonight. So let's go ahead and jump in. I will say the board right now on PrizePicks is not pretty. But I did go ahead and find some picks that I really do like. The first one that we're going to go with our core four today is going to be a strikeout prop, and it's going to be Drew Smiley. Let's go ahead and pull him up. We're going to go with his 5 strikeouts. So Smiley is a southpaw, if you're not familiar with him, and he'll be taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers have really been atrocious against lefties. I've been attacking them recently in DFS and PrizePicks. Last night, Justin Steele struck out 6 in just 5 innings of work. Overall, the Brewers struck out 12 times last night. So they've just been a free-swinging team of late. Even on Wednesday night, I used Andrew Heaney in DFS. He struck out 10, Brewers in 6. This is a team that is very susceptible to strikeouts against southpaws. They have a 26% K rate on the year against lefties. So it's a really good spot for Drew Smiley. I plan on using him in DFS today. And he's also going to be part of our core 4. Smiley has hit this strikeout prop in 2 of his last 3 games. I think he does it again today, against a team that's been striking out a ton versus lefties. So we're going to go with the over on Drew Smiley and his 5 strikeouts. The next one that we are going to go with is going to be a no runs first inning. And we're going to go with that Braves Cardinals game. Yes, 2 really good offenses, but you also have 2 really good pitchers going in this game. You have Charlie Morton on the hill for the Braves, and you have Jordan Montgomery on the hill for the Cardinals. Morton's pitched really well over the last month. He's pitched to a 2.05 xFIP and an ERA of 2.5. So he's coming into this game in pretty good form, and I think he can get to this Cardinals team, even though it's a solid lineup. Over the last month, he also has a nearly 39% K rate. So he's in peak form. Love him. May even throw him in a couple lineups in DFS tonight. On the other side of the game, we have Montgomery. Since being traded to the Cardinals, he's been a completely new pitcher, and I think he's been relying on his fastball a little bit more, throwing it inside. But really, over the last month, he's been one of the best pitchers in the game. He's got a 1.52 ERA over the last month, and he also has about a 28% K rate. So he can definitely get to the Braves. Braves are a good lineup, but I do think that he can keep the scoring to a minimum. I think runs are going to be scarce in this game. Vegas agrees that it has just a 7.5 implied run total tonight. So I'm going to go with the no side of the runs in the first inning. So we're going to go with the no runs first inning in this Cards-Braves game. The next one that we're going to go with is we're going to go with a hitter fantasy score, and we're going to go with Brandon Drury. And he's got a 6.5 hitter fantasy score. I think PrizePicks has been really solid of late, but I think they missed on this one. I expect the Padres to really be able to get to Daniel Lynch tonight. Lynch does have a low ERA over the last month of about a little bit more than 3.3, but he also has an xFIP of 4.97. Typically what that means is a pitcher's giving up a lot more contact, and Lynch is giving up a ton of contact. His contact rate over the last month is pretty close to 80%. So he gives up a ton of contact. But what I'm really interested in is he gives up a ton of hard contact. 41% of the contact that he's been giving up over the last month has been considered hard. So this is a spot that I really like for Brandon Drury tonight. Drury's coming into this game really solid. He's also been really solid against lefties this year. He's hitting 303 versus them, and he's also slugging 613. I like to use people that are slugging over about 450, and with him being over 600, it's a great spot for him. He hits for a ton of power against lefties. He also has a 947 OPS against lefties this year. So I expect Lynch to have a blow-up game. I think it happens tonight versus the Padres. Our model has Brandon Drury at 9 tonight. So really like the over. There's definitely some value between that 6.5 to 9. So we'll go and smash the over. The next one that we're going to go with is a little bit on the risky side because he is a free swinger, but we're going to go with the 6.5 fantasy score for Javier Baez tonight. He gets just a glorious matchup against Dallas Keuchel. Keuchel will be making his first start for the Rangers. If you followed Keuchel this year, he's been absolutely atrocious with both the White Sox and the Diamondbacks. He's just a shell of the pitcher that he used to be. Over his last 6 appearances, he gave up at least 6 earned runs in 4 of them. Are the Tigers a good lineup? No. But Keuchel, sometimes bad pitching is way worse than bad hitting. And I think that the Tigers can get to him, and Javier Baez will be a big part of that tonight. Baez has historically been much better against southpaws and righties. While he's sitting under 200 versus righties this year, he is hitting over 300 against lefties on the year. He's also slugging pretty close to 500 versus them, so this is a good spot for him. I like to pick and choose my spots with Baez, and this is one of those spots where you can feel free to use him. Again, he's always a risk, but Keuchel is just so bad. I may even be able to get a hit against him. Our model has him over 10 tonight. So it certainly, our model certainly understands how bad Keuchel is. So we'll go ahead and go with the over on the 6.5 fantasy score for Javier Baez. So if we do a recap of what our core 4 is looking at today, we're going to go with the over on the 5 strikeouts for Drew Smiley. We're going to go with the less, so the under on the no runs first inning for that Cardinals Braves game. We're going to go with the over on Brandon Drury and a 6.5 fantasy score. And we're going to go with the over on the 6.5 fantasy score for Javier Baez. So that's our core 4 today. If you end up using them, make sure to hit like and subscribe. That way we know that you're following along with the picks. Also, if you have any questions about your own picks, just make sure to drop some notes in the comments. Always happy to answer any questions that you may have. That said, it's Saturday. Let's go 4-0. Good luck, everybody.